any of our calls.
He's trying to get me to talk. Normally I'll tell him I'm fine, assurances and the or otherwise to put their minds at ease. Now, no, nothing would form. I can't bring myself to say anything. He seems to have sensed my hesitation because he immediately steers the subject to a different direction.
Anyway, I gotta go. I left something on the stove before making this call.
Sure.
Just soup. But it'd be embarrassing if I burnt soup.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Ashton, on the other hand.
Well, remind me to tell you about what he did with the pressure cooker next time. Oh, damn, it overflowed! Really need to get going. Bye, Bella.
He hangs up before I can thank him. The buzz tone, though muffled, echoes through the receiver. No one is saying this will work. Even I am doubtful it will. But right now, I'll take anything. Anything to get out of this nightmare. Sleep comes easier tonight. And for the first time in a long time, I dream of clear skies, of unrestrained laughter from children playing in the streets, and of small, cramped dwellings. She remembers that? Damn, she's good. To an outsider, sight does not paint a pretty picture. However, this to me is home. Morning dawns bright and clear the following day. Although the earth still feels muggy and amidst the chilly autumn weather, it's one of those rare weekends when I'm up even before my alarm rings. If it isn't for Zach's calls last night, I'd probably sleep in. When 9 a.m. rolls around, I am already on my way to the Ermengarde mansion. You think I have to go back again? I'll be lying if I say I'm excited at the prospect of entering the place once more. I don't have to anymore. Rose happily gave me the paperwork duty when I volunteered. We're on the last phase of the sale too. Well, almost. Papers to sign, documents to finalize, various other legalities to settle with the current owner and all that still. Never mind that its new owners want everything done within a week, when the process typically takes more than that. They want it done, we'll get it done. I really don't understand rich people, but many can do wonders. I won't be surprised if they'll be able to push the process just a little more, like what they did to secure the house. Point is, I'm under no obligation to return to the house anymore. Running is an option, of course. I can now move on to another property and forget everything. However, at the end of the day, it's always my conscience that thinks. What if something happens to those who have seen the letter? Ash, Zach, Becca, Miss McCall, the Wrights. The guilt will follow me to my grave. The mansion looms as we approach. Whispers welcoming me back, shadows calling. I hope this is the last time. Ooh, that ambiance. Creepy again. Alright, let's do it. They are engaged in a quiet conversation when I find them in the mansion's front garden. There's a relief in familiar company, in knowing I won't be alone going back inside for my silly idea. I'm betting they will all split up at some point. But it's impossible to feel at ease here, even with the delicately pruned gardens awaiting spring's arrival on the beautiful winding pathways. Like the very place itself is aware of its trespassers. Zach, on the other hand, does not seem to notice, or he simply doesn't care, or he's already used to it. I can never tell with him, with all his gentle smiles and amiable hair. Amiable? Yeah. He's almost as hard to read as Ash. Almost. At least Zach does not ask for much patience as dealing with Ash does, and that says plenty about him. Wonder wonders how the two ended up the best friends. He waves at me as I approach. True to his promise, Zach has also brought his friend with him.
Father Norman. Somehow I expected him to look older.
Oh, don't be surprised. They say people who have found their calling are getting younger these days.
Sorry, Father. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
No offense taken. Though I admit I'm a bit surprised. I didn't think someone would ask this house to be blessed after all these years.
You've heard of it, Father?
In passing, the occasional rumors and talk by the locals, nothing new, but still interesting to the curious. You don't spend years serving the church here without hearing a random hearsay here and there.
You never mentioned what you thought of those, Father.
Ah, but he who goes down to the grave does not come up. He shall never return to his house, nor shall his place know him any more.
But what I saw...
May not be what you think it is. It depends entirely on what you mean by it. If you're talking about spirit beings, angels, demons, then yes. Are we talking about the spirits of people who have departed? The word makes it clear that once the deceased has left us, they are gone. But of course, I didn't come here to bore you with a lecture.
Interesting.
No, it was enlightening, Father, to say the least. Thank you.
Just remember that a God who loves his children would never let them linger once the time comes.
That's what my papa often tells me.
Your father must be a good man. He raised you well, no doubt. Well then, shall we?
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is, I'm sure the mansion's new owners would appreciate such sincere intentions. From a stranger, no less.
He lets Zax and I walk ahead. A relief. This way, you won't see how tightly I'm clutching the straps of my bag. Father Norman's probably trying to put me at ease. But the worry, the cold, restless, foreboding feeling has firmly lodged itself in my stomach, making its presence known with every step toward the house.
Hey, you okay?
Nope. Zach lightly nudges my side, careful, mindful in his motion, no doubt to avoid startling me. Let's be honest. It's hard not to like Zach when he gives you that look. Ooh, that look, yeah. It's just there. That kind that implores a silent appeal. I'm not sure if he's even doing it consciously. Another breeze blows and I try not to shiver. Try not to listen to the voices that may or may not be there.
Ugh, this place really gives me the creeps.
It doesn't seem more than an ordinary house to me, though. Damn, I should have brought my camera with me. I saw a few areas that'd be good for a shoot. You think the new owners will allow it?
Nope.
Shh! What if you catch something? Or someone in one of the pictures?
It just means they want to be seen, doesn't it?
Don't ask for it!
Yeah, don't ask for it. You don't want to see what it is.
It's not like we can stop them if they do.
You're really not helping, Zach.
All right, sorry. Don't worry. I don't think whatever's inside this house will do anything. I'm here, yeah? I'll take care of them. Or I think I can.
You're not that scary, but thanks. I'll be sure to run behind you if I see one.
Ridiculous talk, though the temporary reprieve it lends is more welcome. He offers me a smile in return, the least he can do. And with a slight motion of his head, he gestures for us to move ahead. While my own fears are left forgotten for the time being. The thing inside my bag clatters softly against each other while I rustle for the keys to the mansion. I should have heard the telltale jiggle by now, but didn't I put it in my bag last night? Seconds later, I'm sitting on my heels and one after another I'm taking everything out of my every pocket, every slip. It would be a pain to put everything back later, but I'm sure it's just underneath these. Nothing. Oh man, of all the times to
Is something the
forget.
matter?
No, I'm sorry, Father. I think I left the key.
No use coming up with excuses right after they both taken the time to go this far away from the city. With a heavy sigh, I grabbed the door handle to pull myself up, a string of apologies ready at the tip of my tongue.
Careful, Bella!
We've spoken with the current owners. Well, technically, you're not yet the owners, but
There's a brief moment of confusion and then I'm falling. The momentum of the door swing open pulls me back first into the mansion's foyer before I can make sense of what's happening.
Ow, 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 my back.
Well, someone was in the house, alright.
what the? Isabella?
Eh? No time to nurse my bruised back or make up excuses because the next thing I know, Zach's gently pulling me up right by my arm. Rose looks down at me with a mixture of relief and apprehension. Sheesh. Good going, Isabella. Right after you volunteered to work on the papers. And standing behind her.
Ma'am Hannah! Mr. Wright!
Shit.
Oh, Isabel. We always meet in the most interesting circumstances.
Yeah.
A complete understatement, darling. What are they doing in my house?
In his house. He waves his hand towards Zach and Father Norman like the presence of blasphemy against his
I
own.
thought you said you wanted to do paperwork duty. What are you doing here?
Like a deer caught in the headlights. Unfair, Rose. That's putting me on the spot. Seeing the expectant looks leave me no other choice but to answer.
The reason why I'm here?
Well, spit it out, Lily. We don't have all day.
I'm just here to make sure everything is fine before you move in.
I am so sorry, Mom. You said I'd go to hell if I lie. I'll likely will after this, but there's no other way. Well, it's not entirely a lie. I'm here to make sure no one disturbs them after they move in. It just so happens that what I'm checking for and trying to drive away is one of the paranormal variants.
Oh? The house appears impeccably fine to me.
The hell's going on? Oh, nothing, alright. The grin on his face, though, when he returns his attention back to me, is similar to what my cooler children have often given me when he's up to something. Usually a scare prank that inevitably ends in me crying. I never did forget the way my brother sneers at me. A part of me thinks that perhaps if I had not been the object of his mischief in childhood, I would have grown a little braver.
Come on, little Lily. Lying doesn't do that cute little face any justice. I'm a very patient man. Now, why are you really here?
Right now, in the face of an almost identical expression, perhaps even crueler than what I'm used to, the lie I told falls apart.
The truth is, I was just thinking we could have the house blessed before move-in day.
Yeah, let's say I'm a believer.
And why would we ever need to have this house blessed?
For luck and protection.
I shrink under his scrutinizing gaze for a second. I think that he just started shouting and not the mocking, jeering kind, but one wondering if he's hearing things right. I say he's amused, but I honestly can't understand what's so funny with what I just said. Is it really that weird? Isn't it a custom here? I wish Becca's here to explain stuff like this.
That's rich coming from you. When we saw Devlin Court, you didn't.
It's a small custom back home. I thought it would be nice to do something that would bring positive energy to the mansion since this place has been empty for years.
Yeah,
And the papers,
right.
Isabella? I hope you did those first before this.
Of course I did. It's almost done, in fact. But there are some items I still have to double check before finalizing everything. You know I don't sign without a thorough inspection. And well, this is what this is for too. I just thought it would be more efficient to do both at the same time.
Here I thought you didn't want to go back.
A job is a job, Rose. Gotta do